Hey, what's up guys? Gids here for another video, and today let's talk about Temple Team Arena. So Temple Team Arena was up yesterday, so it was around 9 to 11 p.m. almost the same time as Lava Valley during Sundays. So this is what happened. I was able to reach Diamond 3 and this was like top 10.93%. So there's my rank. So it was very chaotic at first. So for those who were on my stream yesterday, so by the way, I stream on twitch.tv/gidsgg every 6 p.m. Asia time. Okay, so I was streaming this one, and at the time when we started Temple Team Arena, it was so chaotic because it was supposed to be a 5v5 battle, but then I don't know, some bug happened and we're actually playing 10v10. So there were 10 players on my team, 10 players on the other team. It was so chaotic. But I think around 1 hour, 30 minutes after, they were able to fix it. But damage has already been done, and well, a lot of people were able to rank up already. That first part was that was super crazy, and well, it was kind of fun at first, but when you can get tired of it because it's so chaotic, you don't know what's happening, and you don't really know how to really win it. But anyways, this is a big reason why you should be doing your Temple Team Arena. Okay, so if you look at here, ranking rewards, it doesn't matter, right? This is the weekly rewards and season ranking rewards. You're just gonna get gold. So a lot of people were dismissing this at first until I showed them league rewards. If you guys go to the league rewards and see the league rewards here, it's actually so good. You just have to reach master. So if you reach master, you'll be able to get two arena toy selection chests, or 6-star toy selection chests. Okay, this one's really good, especially if you're doing familiar arena, and I know a lot of people are doing familiar arena right now to get asterite, and this is a huge way to boost your teams, especially for defense. You're going to get life jacket for Sorbor. This one reduces damage taken by 12%. That's a lot. If you're going for Toko, which is skill cooldown reduction for 12%, or go for Shrimp Paler. So one of the meta teams right now in familiar arena is called BTS, right? Bor Toko Shrimp. So it's one of the good defenses out there, and it's very strong in stalling. That's why if you select Sorbor jacket here, or the hairpin of Shrimp Paler, it's actually pretty good, or even the hairpin of Toko. So any of those two, you can go with it, and you're actually going to get stronger in familiar arena. And it's a huge disadvantage for people who are not actually going to do this content, because this is so good. Rewards are so good. So you can just go to master, reach master, and then stop playing maybe. After that one, you'll be good. Okay, now knowing that, let's go ahead and give you a preview or how to play Temple Team Arena. But let's go to the forum, okay? Because they actually explain it really well over here. Okay, so here's Temple Team Arena. So basically, Temple Team Arena is a 5v5 arena wherein you'll get 2 spawn points. So this is the map. Let's just enlarge this one. So this is your map, right? So you have spawn points here. Spawn point for Team A, spawn point for Team B. These are the monsters where you can collect points. And this is the buff monster, and this is the boss monster. Okay, so for Temple Team Arena, we'll be dividing it to 3 phases. First phase is the normal monster phase, where you're going to defeat the monsters here, the monsters in the normal monster spawn area, and obtain points for your team. Second phase will be the boss monster phase, or buff monster phase, which is in the middle over here. So winning this buff will provide attack speed, I think, and movement speed to your team. So it's very beneficial to take this buff and try to win after that one, or try to win more points by killing enemy team members. And then lastly, we have the boss phase. Okay, so you can see here, where is it? Okay, there you go. There's the buff monster spawn here. So the buff monster is for 1 minute you get attack it's actually attack increase and movement speed. Okay, attack increase and movement speed increase by 15%, and then if you last hit it, you'll be able to heal yourself, get a shield of 50% of max HP for 5 seconds. So it's actually pretty good to dive for this one. So if you want to just YOLO it, go YOLO on this one if it's already dying. The good thing with the boss monsters, or all the monsters here, is that everyone actually does a fixed damage against these monsters. So no high CP player can just one-shot these monsters. But when it comes to player versus player damage, the same damage calculation applies. Okay, for that. All right, and then the last phase for the boss phase. So if you kill the boss, you'll gain 10k 10k points. Okay, so basically at the end, highest points will win. So there was a misconception yesterday that whoever kills the boss monster wins, but actually the boss monster just gives you 10,000 temple points. Okay, so the thing is, once the boss dies, that's actually the signal of the end of the game. Okay, there will be a timer at the top. I'll be showing some clips later on, but there's a timer on the top, middle, and it actually stops, or it's already ended once the boss monster shows up. Okay, so your timer now is the boss monster. So if the boss monster is dead, then that signals the end of the game. The game will check for the highest points in the team, and yeah, whoever has the highest points will win the game. So I'm just gonna do some voiceovers now. So for some tips on playing Temple Team Arena, of course, you're always going to have to prioritize saving or protecting the points that you have. You will see on the top of your character's head if you own a huge amount of points, and enemies will be able to see this as well, and you'll be able to see the opponent's points on top of their head as well. So if you see numbers on top of their heads, then you'll be able, you know that those are priority targets. And if you see that on your head, you have to protect it at all costs, because every time you die in this game mode, you will lose half of your points, but I think there's a minimum number. Well, if you don't see the points on your head, don't worry. If you die, you will not lose any points, basically, right? So you try to survive as much as you can if you have points on your head, and try to target enemies that have points on their head. Okay, so that's your main goal. So try to steal points from them. Another thing is that whenever you kill or successfully defeat a player that has points on their head, you actually get healed for full health. You get healed full health. So this is actually a huge advantage for divers like destroyers, witches, and swordsmen. That's why they're pretty strong in this game mode, because they can just dive in, kill those important players, and then get their HP back to full. But of course, same goes with other players. And well, people are saying there are a lot of OP stuff here, but yeah, there's some good points and bad points, especially for ranged units. Ranged units are actually pretty good because you can just kite around, you can stay behind, and respawn time is super fast. It says 3 seconds, but I don't think it's even 3 seconds. It's super fast, and you can just go into the fights right away. So you can just, if you have a lot of points on your head, you can just stay at base. And if you see that your team is already winning by a huge amount of points, you probably just should save the points. Okay, so saving your points here is super important, because as you know, once the boss dies, calculation will start for the points, and whoever kills the boss gets 10k points. So if you have so much more points than 10k, then you don't really need to contest for the boss. That's what I realized after watching all the VODs and recordings that I had. Right? You don't really need to contest for the points if you're 10k ahead of your opponent. You just have to protect your points, and you just have to kill the opponents and let them dive into the boss. Let them kill the boss and lose on their own, right? So that's the only thing that you can probably look into here. Some strats that people are talking about is probably not gaining any points. If you don't have any points, you have nothing to lose, right? So you can just dive. But once you kill the enemy opponents, you'll be able to gain some points. So once you get those points, probably start playing much safer. Okay. I think engineer heals are still pretty important, but not as much as important as Lava Valley, because as I've said, in this game mode, if you kill those important people with points on their head, you'll be able to heal a maximum amount or maximum HP. Okay, so you don't really have to always rely on engineer heals, but the heals do help, especially in long drawn out fights. Okay, so that's basically all that I have for Temple Team Arena. It's pretty good and it's pretty fun. Plus, the rewards are actually really good, especially for the end season. Right now, we have it for 2 weeks, Thursdays and Saturdays. But after the Lava Valley season, it will be rescheduled to Tuesdays and Saturdays, and we'll also have weekly Asterite rewards. So for now, just enjoy playing it. Have fun, right? Have fun. The most important thing here is try to have fun while there is no Asterite rewards yet. Right? So try to have fun, try to figure out strategies on how you can win. All right, so yeah, that's basically it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and if this video was helpful, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you very much. See you again next time. Bye bye.